So I've been slacking quite a bit lately. We're in week 8 of the runup program, and I haven't put out a video, I think, of a recap since week 3. So I wanted to go over the last few weeks, specifically this week actually, because it's been a really good week. I haven't done any of the strength and conditioning. I haven't done any of the stretching, and I talked about that in a previous video that I hadn't done the stretching, but I want to get back into it because it made the body feel really good. But I've completed all the runs. So let's start with week 5, I guess. I did a 5K easy run, 28 minutes, 54 seconds. I did hill repeats, and that one was super tough. I went to Kerr Street and ran up an incline like this. I believe I showed that in a short, and holy crap, 10 times 60 seconds, and then jog back down after a 60-second rest at the top. I felt like I was going to puke at the end of it. It was that bad. But it was fun, and it did really good. And then I did a long 9-kilometer block run, and a block run is where you do 4.5 at a conversational pace and then 4.5 at 5:55 a kilometer. And my conversational pace is getting better than that, I think. So 5:55 a kilometer is basically a conversational pace as well. That was week 5. Week 6, a 6.5 kilometer easy run. Did that super slow, 6:22 kilometer. I don't know why it was so slow, but it was very slow. I then did a 5-kilometer time trial, which I don't remember doing actually, which is interesting. The 5-kilometer time trial, I was supposed to do a 1-kilometer warm-up at a conversational pace, and then a 5-kilometer time trial at 5 minutes a kilometer. Never mind, I went into week 8. Let's go to week 6. 7.5K easy run, 6:01 average pace. Tempo runs, 2-kilometer repeats. Those were fun as heck, and I absolutely crushed this one. It was a 1-kilometer warm-up at a conversational pace, no faster than 6:10 a kilometer, and then repeat twice, 2 kilometers at 5:10 a kilometer with a 120-second walking rest between each 2-kilometer block, and then a 1.5 kilometer cool down for pace. And this one I crushed. I did both of my 2-kilometer blocks, the first kilometer at 4:52 a kilometer, the second kilometer at 4:57 a kilometer. So absolutely crushed that one. And then I did a 10-kilometer long run, and I hit a 10-kilometer PR in that one at 53:06, which will have been hit again when I talk to you about week 8. Week 7, I did Week 7, I did an 8-kilometer easy run, 5:50 pace for the whole thing, 8 kilometers at 46 minutes, 56 seconds. Then I did a tempo 2:11. This one was interesting. So we do a 1.5 kilometer conversational pace, 2 kilometers at 5:15, 120-second walking rest, 1 kilometer at 5 minutes, 90-second walking rest, and a 1 kilometer at 5 minutes. Again, I crushed this one, and average pace for that whole thing was 4:57. Then on Sunday, okay, I said week 8, but Sunday I did a 12-kilometer practice long run. Now by practice long run, it's 2 kilometers at a conversational pace, 3 kilometers at 5:20 a kilometer, 2 kilometers at a conversation pace, 3 kilometers at 5:20, and then 2 kilometers at a conversational pace. The Run It Insights say, "Fantastic work, Jeremy. You completed the full planned distance and handled a tougher route really well. Your race pace sections were strong, with both of them coming in ahead of target pace, and it's especially great to see that you finished the final race pace section strongly." That's a big confidence boost. This one, I hit a 10K PR of 52 minutes, 27 seconds on Runna. Strava was a bit quicker, I believe. But that was week 7. We're into week 8 right now. we're not completely done week 8 just yet, as today is Friday. I did a 6.5 kilometer easy run at a very, very, very slow pace. And then I did my 5 kilometer time trial. This one was insane for me. And again, I started running June 28th. I did 6.15 kilometers at 31 minutes and 12 seconds at a 5:04 pace. But I hit a PR in the 5 kilometer time trial. And I did this one in my Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 4s. These things are fast. They do me really well. And my previous 5 kilometer PR was from the park run, and it was 23 minutes and 50 seconds, which was pretty fast for me. But this 5 kilometer time trial I did in 22 minutes and 22 seconds. So over a minute and a half difference just running in these shoes. And I don't know if it's the shoes, I don't know what it is, but I felt good, and I still had some gas left in the tank afterwards. So needless to say, I think I can do even better. So, which is crazy to tell you the least. So we're into week 8, as I said. Sunday, I have a 7.5 kilometer easy run. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm supposed to do a strength and conditioning workout on Saturday, which I will do this week. But week 8 of 13 of this half marathon training program is going strong, and I'm very confident for the BMO half marathon in May. So keep it locked. I'll hopefully have more of these recaps fairly soon. I won't wait 6 or 7 weeks in between like I did with this one. But if you're training for anything, half marathon, 10K, full marathon, ultra, which might be in my head right now, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time.